Hello children, good morning and welcome back to your science class. In the last class we have discussed dental hygiene. It means that how can we maintain our proper dental hygiene. Today we will learn the human digestive system. Dear children, already I have explained you about the holozoic mode of nutrition, during which we take complex food material, convert it into simpler and soluble form. Then after such soluble food material are absorbed by the body cell, and finally it is assimilated in our body, and the unwanted or the waste material are ejected out through egestion process. Clear? So this is called holozoic mode of nutrition. In human being also you will see that there are certain organs are there, and these organs are in working with the coordination to perform the digestive system. Clear? So first of all, dear children, you can see that this is the entire digestive system, a diagram of digestive system, in which you can see the liver is there, pancreas is there, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, anus, appendix. These all are things which is present in human digestive system, working together to perform the complex digestion process and can change into simpler form. Means during this process we can take food, and then after we can get energy. So what are the, first of all I will just try to explain you what are the organs which works together so that the process becomes very easy. So first of all, dear children, what are the organs? We will see the digestive organs. You can see the first, you will understand that this is called food pipe, also called phagus, the most important organ. Also another name is food pipe. Through this the food is entered. So the first organ is esophagus. The second, you can see, dear children, a stomach, that is a J-shaped muscular organ. This one, that is a stomach. The third organ, come to your, this is a coiled structure, that is a small intestine. The fourth one, that is bigger one, that is large intestine. The fifth, you can see, that is a rectum present in lower portion, and the sixth one, that is anus. So these organs work together to perform digestive system. Not only these organs, certain glands are also there working together. What are the glands? So we will try to understand. The glands are, you can see, first gland, that is in buccal cavity, in mouth only, that is salivary gland. Salivary gland. This gland releases saliva. Second gland, dear children, liver. Liver is the largest gland of our body, that secretes bile juice. The third and the most important gland, that is pancreas, that's secreting pancreatic juice. Clear? So the organs and glands works together, and then after perform the process of digestion. Clear? So we will try to understand the step by step process of digestion in human. Clear? Okay children? So first we will start with digestion. We will start with, you can see, the buccal cavity. Digestion. The first one, that is in buccal cavity. Dear children, you just try to understand that first of all, most important thing is that first the food, the complex food material or the food that we are going to eat, first we are just trying to take this part of that food in our mouth. That is called, already I have explained you, ingestion. Okay, that is called ingestion, and during this ingestion process we are taking the food in our mouth. Clear? So, and also with the help of our teeth we are doing the mastication. During this mastication process, the saliva, you can see the salivary gland which is present here, releases one juice that is called saliva. Actually saliva contain one enzyme that is called amylase, a very important carbohydrate digesting enzyme. This enzyme acts on that food material and makes the food very soft, very slippery. Clear? And makes a bolus easily. If it becomes very slippery, very soft, easily after mixing with the saliva, it will enter through our this food pipe, the food bolus or food. After mixing with saliva, it becomes very soft and slippery, so easily it slips down through this food pipe, or you can say esophagus. Clear? So after that, when it will be the process of mixing of saliva and the food particle over, then the second step, that is called digestion. Here I want to mention you, dear children, that digestion is the most important process of the digestive system that involves the conversion of complex food material into simpler and soluble food material. So here I want to mention you that digestion takes place in buccal cavity if the food is related to carbohydrate. Already I have explained to you that if the food that you are taking in and it is related to carbohydrate, then the saliva contains that enzyme that is called amylase, that acts on that food and convert into a simplest sugar, that is maltose. Clear? So the digestion, partial, you can say, not completely digestion, some partial digestion related to carbohydrate takes place in our buccal cavity. Clear? Then after, the food enters to our J-shaped container, and that is called, or you can say J-shaped muscular container, that is stomach. So stomach. Clear? Stomach is most important muscular container, or you can say organ. Actually, the inner lining of the stomach is just very important. The gastric gland, which is present in the inner lining of the stomach, secrete most important digestive juices, and that digestive juices contains most important thing. First is hydrochloric acid. The second one, that is digestive enzymes. Clear? So these are very important things which is secreted by the gastric gland. Actually, digestive the hydrochloric acid is most important because it is just makes the medium in the stomach acidic. Actually, if germs or bacteria enters along with the food in our digestive system, then the hydrochloric acid just kills the such type of bacteria. Clear? The gastric gland, dear children, also secrete one important thing, that is called mucus. So mucus just protect the inner lining of our stomach. Clear? So in a stomach also, the food is just churns with the digestive juices and help in the proper digestion of the food. Clear? So here also stomach is the most important organ in the digestive system. After the mixing of all the process, after the conversion of complex food material into simpler form, the food is then moved to next organ. You can see that is the third part, that is a small intestine. Actually, a small intestine is regarded as a site of absorption of the food. Here you can see in this way also that small intestine is the point or the place in the digestive system where the final digestion takes place. In a small intestine, the food is mixed from the stomach, the food is transferred to the small intestine, and in the small intestine the food is mixed with the bile juice secreted from liver, pancreatic juice secreted from pancreas, and also the various type of gastric juice, it is secreted by itself also. So after mixing with all the juices, the complete digestion takes place in the small intestine, and after the complete digestion, the food is now ready for absorption of the food. Okay, absorption of that nutrient. So in the small intestine, dear children, also we such type of finger-like projection are there. In inner wall of the small intestine, the finger-like projections are there like this, and that is called villi. Such type, actually, this the presence of villi in the inner side of a small intestine increases the surface area and also the rate of absorption of the nutrient. This small finger-like projection, that is called villi, contain blood vessels. So what they are doing, generally they when the complete digestion takes place, then the villi are just responsible for absorption of the nutrient. Clear? And after the absorption of nutrient, all the nutrients are absorbed by the body cell, and finally they are absorbed and converted into body protoplasm. Clear? After that, when the absorption process is over, the food is then, or you can say the undigested food which is not of use, is just transferred to the large intestine. You can see, dear children, this is the large intestine. This is the small intestine. It means that the food from our mouth entered through our esophagus, that is the also called a food pipe. Then after, this is the stomach, that is a disc-shaped organ, already I have explained to you. Then after, from here it entered to this one, that is the small intestine, the coiled shape structure. You can see this is the small intestine. Inside this small intestine, already I have explained to you, the villi, that is very important in absorption of the digestive food material. And then after, when absorption process over, then it is pushed to a large intestine. This is the large intestine. You can see the bigger one, that is called large intestine. Clear? Here in the large intestine, the maximum water and some salt are absorbed again, and then after, the solid waste are stored in rectum. After absorption of water and some salt from that food material, or you can say undigested food material, this is the solid waste are accumulated or stored in this portion, that is called rectum. Clear? And when it will after the store of rectum here, it comes out, it pushed out from anus throughout from our body. This is the process of rejection, or the process of, we can say, the ejection of the solid waste from rectum through anus to the outside of the body. That is called, the entire process is called ejection. Clear? So dear children, already I have explained you the ejection is the last step of the digestion. So food entered through our mouth and ejected, undigested food ejected out through ejection process. Clear? So this way we have discussed the entire process of the digestion in human. Clear? So just try to understand, and if you have any doubt, you can message, you can ask. Okay? Thank you children, and have a nice day to all of you.